Hi, everybody. It's me, XENA Warrior Princess, or XENA Pappas here, changing my outfit today. Today, I'm going to talk about Total Nonstop Action Wrestling being bought by Anthem Sports and Entertainment, the parent company of the Fight Television Network over in Canada. Now, a lot of TNA fans constantly celebrate the change of ownership from J Sports Entertainment to Planet Energy to Impact Vendor LLC to Anthem Sports Entertainment under some false idea of believing that each one of these parents will turn the subsidiary around. Total Nonstop Action Wrestling has never ever been a profitable division or subsidiary. J Sports Entertainment lost money on Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, first with Jerry Jarrett and then with Jeff Jarrett, forcing them to sell to Planet Energy. Robert Carter, the owner of Planet Energy, lost multiple money on it over the years, forcing it to be sold to Impact Vendor LLC, quote, to Dixie Carter and Billy Corgan. Granted, Billy Corgan was never given any actual ownership and was just basically scammed it and frauded out of money. Regardless of that situation, Impact Vendor LLC could not make any money, was in a lot of debt, and was forced to sell to Anthem Sports Entertainment that basically doesn't really know anything about wrestling. Now, a lot of TNA fans claim that the jumps from networks, from going to Fox Sports Network to going to Spike Television Network to Destination America Network to Pop Television Network, claiming these were good things. Actually, they were not good things because this proved that the company was unprofitable. Total Nonstop Action Wrestling has never made any money on any action figure lines, Marvel Toys or Jack Pacifics. Any video game line by Midway Games have not made any money from pay-per-view sales from any satellite or cable provider, have never made any money from tickets to live events, television shows, house shows, or anything, made no money on even nothing. Merchandise didn't bring any money in. From what money they could make from it, they didn't make that much on it. And over the years, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling has fallen into debt with utilities, taxes, federal, state, county, and local, loans, both banks, loan unions, and credit unions, employees and contractors, and other people. Now, a lot of TNA fans celebrate TNA being around for 15 or 16 years, believing that the new ownership will make changes. Well, how many TNA fans believed that J Sports Entertainment knew what they were doing? How many TNA fans believed in Planet Energy or Impact Vendor LLC or even Anthem Sports Entertainment? All the current and former parents of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. The truth is, TNA has no more safety net. There is nobody there to bail them out anymore. If they don't bring any money if the subsidiary doesn't bring no money into the parent will declare the subsidiary a fail and will either sell it off or close it down. So think of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. It's just like World Championship Wrestling. World Championship Wrestling started out as Mid-Atlantic World Championship Wrestling, owned by Jim Crockett Promotions. When Jim Crockett Promotions fell into financial problems, they had no choice but to sell to Turner Broadcast System. Turner Broadcast System had no knowledge of wrestling and never brought in any money whatsoever. No money from ticket sales to television shows or pay-per-views or live events or house shows. No money from pay-per-view buy rates. No money from action figures and merchandise sales. Then eventually, Turner Broadcast System was then bought by Time Warner. By default, World Championship Wrestling fell underneath Time Warner's ownership. But the same thing happened. Even though money did eventually come in, they started losing money. Eventually, Time Warner and Turner Broadcast System were bought by American Online, and by default, that included every other February division. World China Wrestling was in so much debt that it was eventually sold from American Online to the World Wrestling Federation, now the World Wrestling Entertainment. It was then declared a unsalvageable promote February and shut down. Now that will basically that's what's going to happen to Toe Nonstop Action Wrestling. The new owners in NAFM Sports Entertainment will eventually start realizing if money doesn't come in to cover the cost of ticket sales, pay-per-view buy rates, or merchandise sales, or even, program sales, if they don't bring any money in to pay the debts off, both to taxes, utilities, loans and credit, and employees and contractors, the parent will have no choice but to say, it's just a failing division, a failing February, we're not in the wrestling business, and close it down. You want out? Doors open, you can get out. There it is. That's about it. Now I know all you people and Toe Nonstop Action Wrestling fans will basically get pissed off and say that I know what I'm talking about, that Toe Nonstop Action Wrestling is going to work, that this parent's going to do what every other parent couldn't do. You're going to try to bring your propaganda up and try to downplay all the things that have been going wrong over all the years in Toe Nonstop Action Wrestling, and downplay the debt they have with utilities, with government when it comes to taxes, payment for contractors and employees, and loans to banks and credit unions and loan unions. You can even downplay the fact that no money has ever come in to J Sports Entertainment, Pana Energy, or Impact Vendor LLC, or even NAFM Sports Entertainment to support running the professional wrestling promotion February, Toe Nonstop Action Wrestling. So propaganda all you want. You can try to downplay their move from Fox Sports Network to Spike Television Network to Destination America Network to Pop Television Network if you want to. You can say that being around for 16 years is a big achievement. But if you haven't made any money in 16 years and you're constantly being sold from company to company and you're constantly being bumped from television network to television network, and that your merchandise don't sell, your action figure lines are not around, your video games line are around, pay-per-view buy rates are low or non-existent, ticket sales are low or non-existent, and that you can't make any money and you're in debt to utilities and to federal, state, county, local government when it comes to taxes, owing employees and contractors for payment, and owing banks and credit and loan unions for loans or credit, you're pretty messed up. I'm Xena Warrior Princess, Xena Pappas. Hope you enjoyed this video.